Were she alive today, our final 2021 honoree might be the most surprised person in the room to know she is joining a prestigious group of Greeley citizens in something called the Greeley Arts Legacy Hall of Fame. Wife, teacher, mother, farmer, baker, and survivor would likely be titles she would recognize for herself. But artist? Likely not. And yet, her selection to the class of 2021 is richly deserved, a testament to the fact that Greeley, from its humble beginnings in 1870 to the vibrant city we know today, has always been a place in which all the arts have been encouraged and have flourished. Anna Maria Green was an original Union Colony settler. Known as Annie, she moved here from her beloved Franklin, Pennsylvania in 1870. Her husband, William, had heard New York Tribune editor Horace Greeley's call to "Go west, young man, and grow up with the country." And though Annie was hesitant to leave lush and verdant Franklin for the unknown, dry, and prickly plains of Colorado, come she did. Anna and her family lived in what was to become Greeley from 1870 to 1886. Returning here after several years' absence, William died in 1899 and Anna passed in 1913. Both laid to rest in Lynn Grove Cemetery, where their 4 children are now also buried. The Green family played a prominent role in the development of the Greeley we know today. Her eldest son became mayor, and parts of the Green family homestead are now the locations of Heath and Maplewood Middle Schools, First Congregational Church, North Colorado Medical Center, and Greeley Central High School. Mrs. Green's greatest contribution to local arts and history is her memoir, 16 Years on the Great American Desert, The Trials and Triumphs of a Frontier Life. Published in 1887, the book details her life as a pioneer woman. In and of itself, this work is reason enough for her inclusion in the Arts Legacy Hall of Fame. As Anna's memoir reveals more about her and the times in which she lived, it becomes clear she was a consummate artist. Author, of course, but also an accomplished poet. She composed music, several songs of which her own daughter sang on stage. And she wrote a play, jokingly naming the cast the Union Colony Victims. The play was produced in Greeley and Fort Collins, fierce rival cities even back then. Though inspiring, the High Plains were not Anna M. Green's most beloved place. In fact, she often loathed being, quote, out upon the dreadful, hateful, woeful, fearful, doleful, desolate, distressed, disagreeable, dusty, detestable, homely, and lonely plains. The Green family endured diseases, floods, tornadoes, locust and grasshopper plagues, droughts, poverty, lack of employment, and fire. Yet, she embodied the pioneer spirit of never giving up nor giving in. As an original settler, Mrs. Green devoted her life and creative energy to this colony, sparking a 150-plus-year legacy of writers, dramatists, poets, and musicians. All I see are barren plains where only grass and cactus grow, Green wrote of her home in the West. Still, her accomplishments in the arts planted the seeds for a creative community which has blossomed on this barren plain for well over a century.